Zenshu, 12 episodes, action, fantasy, isekai, and anime original. Now, in this one, we have our main character Netsuko, who is an animator, and not just animator, she is very well regarded in the industry, producing hit after hit. But she has a mental block because her next project is her helping the animation and storyboarding of a romance, but she have never experiencing romance. She simply has a mental block. She doesn't understand romance, is completely alien to her, and even bullying her co-workers to give her the deeds on their first loves, or trying to recreate a romantic situation, the whole thing of bumping into somebody with a piece of bread in your mouth, and she just not even bumping, she's practically sprinting towards the guys and knocking them over. It was a very funny situation. Now, but out of a sudden, she developed, she ate something that she shouldn't have. I think it was the clams, but it was a bad case of food poisoning, where like she got isekai, and she didn't just get any isekai to a random world. No, she got isekai to her childhood animated movie that is practically a bible to her, because that movie is the thing that inspired her to be an animator, to go down this road and make a career out of it. But ever since she got, like I said, she got isekai, but now she used to obviously view this world as an outsider perspective. But now that she's in this world, she's thinking, okay, for my survival and also to the happiness of the characters that I love, let's try to avoid the bad ending that she knows is going to happen by the end of the movie, and let's steer this to a more happier ending where everybody's happy. Now, that's the general synopsis or plot of the anime. Now, let's talk about my general opinions of this anime. First, with the characters, we obviously going to start with the main character Natsuko. Natsuko is the very definition of her intrusive thoughts, winning every single time. She doesn't have any shame. She's very standoffish, very opinionated. She does is completely willing to throw down if you piss her off. But she's a goofball in many ways. So yes, during the entire 12 run of this anime, you never get tired of seeing her. Now we have other main characters, obvious from the movie world. We have Luke Braveheart, who he's also a very joy to watch, especially when he's interacting with Natsuko, because she does rub on him in a charming way. Relax, even though that the world is going to come to an end, he, well, supposedly coming to an end, he learns how to relax himself, to enjoy life more, and even trying to copy some of the strange movements that she does throughout the anime. Or throughout, yes, throughout the anime, that he does it, but he does it with such embarrassment in mind. He's very entertaining to watch. And we have one other character, the main character. Well, we have more, but of importance. We have Union, who is the unicorn little guy, who he's also a joy to watch. He's Luke Braveheart's best friend from childhood. so he's very protective of him, and he gets super jealous whenever Luke and Natsuko spend a lot of time together. And he also have I would say like a frenemy type relationship with Natsuko, where yeah, yes they do, well, let's say frenemy slash brother sister, where they do care about each other, but they fight a lot between each other, bickering like if they were brother and sister, and she always get violent with him. Now those are the main characters. Now, from the supporting character, we only have two supporting characters that are of any importance that frequently appear during the anime. One is Destiny, and I am not going to spoil anything about her because she has such a major, let's say, character development slash transformation throughout the episodes, that let's just say that the same way that you see her in the first episode where she appears is not the same way that you're going to see her in the next episode. The I got a real kick out of her, and the way that she transformed, fantastic. Now, the other supporting character that is of any importance is Justice, who is a dragon person. I don't know the exact name of the species, the dragon person. I don't know. I have to give kudos to the character designer because out of all of the designs, this one is my favorite because I don't know how they made, because he's not like a humanoid design where a human but with a couple of dragon characteristic out of him. No, he's full scales from head to toe, and they made him look good and sexy. I'm gonna, yes, I say it. He looks very good, very sexy, handsome, however you want to say it. But out of all of them, he's my favorite character design. Now, yes, we have your. Now, let me give you a little bit of the story. Okay, let me. No, not the story. Let me say, well, another thing. Obviously, this being an anime from the main character's childhood, they during the anime they use uh, a color palette that gave it like a retro old school feeling for me. That yes, it makes sense, obviously, but I did enjoy the color palette. It's just what I'm going to say. Now, when it comes to this, is the story also well done. Many characters get story arcs or character development, and not only especially our two main characters, Luke Braveheart, that yes, from despair from before Natsuko got isekai to learning how to relax, enjoy life, and having hope towards the future. But we also have our main character Natsuko, who, even though that she's not perfect, because even before getting isekai, she had because she was regarded as such a genius, she doesn't how do I say this, she doesn't trust other people's work. She always wants to do everything herself. She wants to do the when it comes to before she got isekai with the animation work, she wanted to do all the storyboard boarding. She wanted to do the character design. She wanted to do the writing. She wanted to do everything herself practically. If there was even an episode where you saw the credits from one of her works, and pretty much you saw her name appearing in everything: director, sound designer, art designer. You will see her name popping up throughout the entire credits. where yeah, she has a bad habit of trying to do everything herself, and obviously making enemies out of, well, not enemies, I would say more like making bad blood with her co-workers, not to the point of bullying or trying to sabotage her or anything like that, just resentment or annoyance towards her. But not only in her before she got isekai, but after she got isekai in the movie world, she also was doing the same thing, because she develop the ability to make her drawings come to life and help in the situation. And yes, she, in the first couple of episodes, yes, she was drawing the making her drawings come to life, helping in the battle and everything. But she, just like before, she got it into her head to do everything herself, and that backfired. I'm going to leave it there, but yes, there's character development, there's good storytelling, but sadly, even though that I was really enjoying in this anime, there's, I would say, three big negatives about this anime that I just have to mention. Okay, one is that Natsuko, every time that she uses her ability to draw and make it come to life, they do an animation sequence where it's very well done, very beautiful, very eye-catching. But they repeat it again and again and again every single time that she uses her powers. By the first to third time that you see the animation sequence, yes, you're still impressed. You're looking at everything that you might have missed in the first and second time, but after watching it for the 15th time, you already get tired of that animation sequence, and every time that it starts, you go, let me take my phone, see if I have any messages or something, because you're just already over it. But it's good. It's just tiring that they repeat it so many times. Now the second a second one is that there's one episode, I think it was episode 7, that is like a flashback episode from the main character Natsuko's life from grade school, middle school, and university, and where you see her life from other people's perspective. And I'm going to say that it's a complete waste of episode. That episode does not move the plot forward. It does not tells you anything about the main character or anybody else that you didn't already know. So sorry. So yes, to me the entire episode was a waste of an episode. You can completely skip it and you're not going to miss anything. Now the third negative, and this is the last one, is that it was, let's just say that it was too much of a happy ending, because I get it to take something back that happens after she got isekai, but to take something back before she got isekai towards that world, it was just, without spoiling anything, I'm just going to say that it was just too much of a happy ending. And it didn't sit completely well for me. But let's just leave it there. So those are my general opinions of this anime. So I'm going to give this one the score of 7, a 7 out of 8. Enjoy it. You can skip it. You can completely skip that episode that I mentioned, and might be able to enjoy it a little bit more. I don't know. To each their own. But yes, those are my general opinions, and like I said, a 7 out of 10. So I'm just going to leave it here. Now, have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're from, and see you next video.